My teacher was trying to set me up with one of her past students who is an adult. Hey, what is up? I have not posted a YouTube video in months. I've been busy. And this is a really abnormal video for me to make. I never thought I would make a video like this, but here we are. It's a wild one. Let's get into it. It all started back in high school. I was in the 11th grade, 15 turning 16. I was in a grade 12 class when I was in grade 11. It was my second year in this class, so when I was in grade 10, I was in the 11th class, and in grade 11, I was in the 12th grade class. The teacher I had was amazing. She was my favorite teacher out of the entire school. I had her for other classes as well, all within the same. She was always phenomenal and we were really close. She would give me gifts all the time, really expensive gifts. She would give me books and write notes in them. She would sit with me one-on-one and talk to me about what was going on in my life, how I was feeling. I was in a wild relationship. I was in an abusive relationship at the time. Yes, in high school. What the heck? That's a whole other story time. So I would open up to her about that. I also opened up about my living situation. So one day she had a student who graduated from her class come into our class and give us a slideshow about the topic of our class that I'm not gonna mention because I'm not trying to like specifically call anyone out. But if they do get called out, I mean. So this guy came to our class, gave a presentation. I don't know how old he was. I know that he had been graduated for a few years, and in Canada or Ontario, when you graduate, you're usually about 17 or 18. I'm assuming he was like 20, 21. And then he sat down and talked to a bunch of the students and he was really nice. Fast forward a little bit, he starts coming to the class more and more, and then eventually it was just every day. He would just come and sit in and like talk to mainly me, but sometimes other students, but he like always sat at my desk. I didn't really think it was like anything weird. I was just like, oh, maybe he's like a student teacher type thing, which he wasn't. I guess I somehow ended up getting his number. We did text a little bit, and then he started coming to every class I had. Like he would stand at the door. And that was super uncomfortable for me. I actually considered getting a restraining order, but I didn't know that he was doing anything wrong because he was allowed on school property. He's coming to my classes every day, like all of them. He's texting me every day, but he ended up telling me over text that he liked me. I was in a relationship, like I said. So I was not reciprocating it. I was like a little nervous to tell him I didn't like him. Eventually I just had to do it. So I just texted him like, hey, listen, like I appreciate how kind you are, but nope, it's no from me, dog. Let me tell you, my grades after that in that class, that teacher barely talked to me ever again. And every time she did, she would yell at me. And she told me that I was making a very stupid decision and that he is a lovely man that I should be with. And I was just really like,
you know I'm in a relationship.
But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, my teacher was trying to set me up, a child, me, with one of her past students who is an adult. What? I had no idea at that time how freaking weird and wrong that is. This is my teacher, an adult that I trusted very much, was trying to set me up with one of her past students, much older than me. That just now makes my like wee-oo alarms go off. If you're a young person in school or in some sort of like camp or situation with classes and there's an adult that you trust and they're recommending you date someone, that's pretty weird in itself. If they're saying that you should date someone who's like also an adult like they are, big no-no, okay? Big no-no. I didn't know this. I was very clueless, and that's why I'm making this video, is because like, I wish I went to somebody about it. Hi everybody, if you're watching this and you went to my high school, I could go on about a lot of weird high school stories. I know it's not like a super traumatic situation or anything, but it could lead into one. So let's stop that from happening. Thanks so much for watching. I don't know where I'm going with this whole YouTube thing yet. I love to make YouTube videos, but it takes a lot of time. Feel free to give me a thumbs up, write some comments, subscribe, whatever the whole shebang is, and I will see you in the next video. Farewell.